Inquisitor, my astropath has sent your audio log to the Caligari Conclave, as you requested.
Let me guess. Another local warp surge manifestation swallowed the message whole.
No, actually. We have received an official follow-up on your report.
That must be a mistake. It's the Imperial bureaucracy. I wasn't expecting to hear from them for a few standard years.
I have no idea what we found out there, but it must be really important. See for yourself.
Inquisitor, we are raising your clearance level. You are henceforth authorized to listen to confidential information without facing immediate excommunication. Your discovery has greatly intrigued the Conclave. You have found a ghost of the past, Inquisitor. The Martyr had strong ties to the Inquisition, and as such, it is very important to us. We all thought that the Fortress Monastery had been destroyed, with the exception of Lord Inquisitor Klosterheim. He dedicated his life to finding the Martyr, only to disappear without a trace. And now, you have proof of both the existence of the Martyr and the whereabouts of Lord Klosterheim. We want answers. Continue this investigation. Evaluate the data. Gather new clues and find the Martyr. Hopefully with Lord Klosterheim on board so he can explain his disappearance. We must remind you that this investigation requires absolute secrecy, and it will be your task, and your task alone.
Our task is to find a ghost ship in the vast expanses of the Imperium. How hard could it be?
The Space Marine I rescued was part of the expedition that found the Martyr somehow. If I can interrogate him, I'm sure he can help us.
That man is in stasis at the moment. He was torn into pieces. Correct me if I'm wrong, but a warrior of the Adeptus Astartes is not a simple mortal we can treat.
Indeed. We need a tech priest with unique skills and knowledge of the genetic material of the Adeptus Astartes. We need a Magos Biologos specialist, which could be difficult.
I come from a long line of rogue traders, Inquisitor. I know the secrets of this sector, and I can tell you where to find the tech priest you need. The Merciful Agony is a hospital fortress in the Chernobog system. It's also a secret research station of the Adeptus Mechanicus. You'll find a Magos Biologos there.
This is Meta-Surgeon Agrippa 723 Theta speaking. How can I assist you, Inquisitor? Your request cannot be granted. I suggest that you seek medical assistance elsewhere. Allow me to clarify. The Magos Biologos with the required skill set is unavailable. Current status: assigned to priority level research for atonement and gathering of sacred data. Our brethren have been studying an epidemic on the St. Abelard relay station. We lost contact with the station recently.
Inquisitor, the epidemic that spread through the relay station was just the prelude to a full-scale chaos infestation. The Void Station is in total lockdown until the decontamination teams and the Imperial Guard troops arrive, and that could take time.
Quarantine doesn't concern me, Captain. Think of me as decontamination crew and support team in one.
Do you really believe that the Magos Biologos you seek is there, alive?
There are still people on the station. Metrodora Thelema is a sacred priest of the Omnissiah. I believe she can take care of herself.
Inquisitor, I have completed the task you gave me. There is no trace of the Martyr anywhere in the logbooks of my ship. This ship is ancient and has traveled everywhere in the sector, and still, nothing.
I suspected that much. It was worth a try.
I wish I had the treasured logbook of my rogue trader clan. It has been in the possession of my family since my ancestor received the warrant of trade.
What happened to that logbook?
It has disappeared, when the Inquisitorial Purge destroyed the clan headquarters.
It is indeed quite unfortunate, Captain.
Inquisitor, our Arga readings have suddenly spiked to alarming levels. You've reached the center of the Chaos infestation. Stay alert. You're in the archives, Inquisitor. Try to find a cogitator that can grant you access to the data vaults.
This is the central cogitator of the station. If this Magos Biologus tried to send a report to her superiors, it must be logged here. I missed the Magos Biologus on the station. I logged the 3 potential destinations where I could find her. I hope she's worth all this trouble.
Inquisitor, according to the coordinates you found, this area is one of the potential locations where your Magos Biologus could be, and it seems you've also got company. Inquisitor, we have received a distress call from a rogue trader in orbit. His transport crew on the ground was attacked by hostiles while moving important supply rates to the local administratum cloisters. They humbly ask you to secure the cargo before the cultists return for the goods.
Captain, Metrodor Thelema is definitely not here.
That's quite unfortunate, Inquisitor.
At least I've eliminated the local threat, so this whole journey hasn't been a complete waste of my time.
We have 2 other sets of coordinates. Maybe you'll find her on the next world. Inquisitor, this is the 2nd location where your Magos Biologus could be. Unfortunately, the area is swarming with hostiles. Inquisitor, we have noticed some strange organic outgrowths that generate intense warp activity.
These pustules are the creation of Nurgle. Some of his demons are able to access the real space through these hives. I shall destroy all of them. By the Emperor, these tech priests and their elusive ways. Do you copy, Captain? The Magos Biologus is not here.
I'm really sorry, Inquisitor. We'll travel to the last set of coordinates then.
I have a lost fortress monastery to find. I hope she can help my investigation. For her sake.
Inquisitor, I know you're getting impatient, but at least your search is drawing to a close. This is the last location where your Magos Biologus could be. We detected a large number of Chaos hostiles. She really has a knack of finding peaceful research spots, doesn't she? Inquisitor, the rebellious forces of the Astra Militarium have taken over the area, and they're fighting with the loyal Imperial Guards. The rebels have surrounded the colony where the Magos Biologus might be holed up, and their mortars attack the Imperial fort with artillery fire.
I've just walked straight into a war, haven't I?
It seems like it.
I'll take care of the rebel mortars first. The last mortar is down. Try to move against the Imperial Guard now, rebels.
Good work. The rebels won't be able to launch artillery fire for a while.
This is an Adeptus Mechanicus quarantine zone, Inquisitor. You must leave.
You should have told me that before I came in to rescue you.
If that was an attempt at sarcasm, you're wasting your time. Rest assured, the Conclave will be notified of your support.
I've been looking for you for a while. I need your expertise.
I'm a high-ranking geneticist of the Machine God. My extraordinary skill set is undoubtedly best employed here.
I have an Adeptus Astartes with grievous injuries on my ship, and I need him walking and talking. How often do you have the opportunity to work on one of the angels made flesh?
This new information requires me to reconsider. I will accompany you, Inquisitor.
I need an update on the Space Marine. How is he?
First, you need to know that each Space Marine has an artificial organ called the Sus-An membrane. It allows them to enter a state of suspended animation if they're lethally injured. I'm bringing him back slowly. Meanwhile, I have already completed the sanctified surgical rites and supplied this man with bionic and mechanical implants.
Can I talk to him?
You can talk to me, Inquisitor. I can't promise to answer all your questions, though.
First of all, who are you? Who are the Storm Watchers?
With all due respect, I can't go into any classified details. You need to get the necessary clearance level first, but I can tell you this much. We are the Chamber Militant of the Conclave. We have been working for the Inquisitors of the Caligari sector for a very long time, in secret.
Do you always work for untrustworthy Inquisitors like Klosterheim?
Klosterheim left me on the Martyr to die a useless death. Do I feel furious? By the Emperor, yes. But no, I don't think he is a heretic, if that is what you're implying.
Do you have any ideas where he could be now?
I am certain he is still on the Martyr. He is seeking something there, but I have no idea where the ship went.
How did you find the Martyr in the first place?
Klosterheim has ties to a mysterious sect of tech priests called the Requisitioners. They are the experts on the supposed tech relics of Uther Tiberius, the leader of the Martyr. They helped him to find the wreck. They have a research sanctum on Cardian 2 in the Cherniborg system.
That's a lead, of sorts. They might help me to find the monastery again. My assumptions were correct. The research sanctum has been attacked. I see signs of a recent struggle. I found the corrupted insignia of the Imperial Guard on the corpses. Deserters and heretics, that's for sure.
And what were they doing there, looting a tech priest base?
They must be either extremely reckless or very determined. I'll find out soon enough.
What is this research sanctum exactly, Inquisitor?
It belongs to one of the specialist divisions of the Adeptus Mechanicus, studying ancient artifacts.
It surely has nothing to do with the whole complex being weirdly abandoned.
Careful, Captain. You're being sarcastic again.
Inquisitor, you have visitors. They seem to target the Cogitator.
Then I will do my best to protect him.
Is it over? Has the Cogitator survived the encounter?
Certainly. It could be evidence in my investigation, after all.
Do you have any idea how these tech priests could have helped Lord Klosterheim?
The Martyr is probably another ancient relic of the past. If anyone knows anything about that ship, I'll find him here.
How are you planning to proceed if they're all dead?
They are hoarders. If they have found anything useful, it will be here.
Inquisitor, the hostiles are wreaking havoc on the corridors.
Don't worry. I'll make sure that they don't destroy this Cogitator.
Inquisitor, another wave is approaching.
I'll make sure the Cogitator survives this engagement. Plot thickens, Captain.
You know, I really don't like the way you said that.
These former Imperial Guards were working for the tech priests until recently. Then they were hired by a new patron to take out this facility.
Considering that we're grasping for leads on a mythical ship that shouldn't even exist, this is not disturbing. At all. So what next?
This infiltration team must have a commander. I'll hunt him down and ask him some questions. I'm sure he'll be willing to cooperate.
And we need those tech priests alive, if they are still alive.
At least one of them should be alive. The instructions I found were very specific. Mission accomplished. I found the commander of the infiltrators.
And is he ready to cooperate?
I'm sure he would love to assist the Inquisition, if he were still alive.
I'm afraid we have different definitions of success.
Quite the contrary, Captain. I have found crucial information. First of all, I know where they took their tech priest hostage. Secondly, Now I have proof that it was Lord Klosterheim who personally ordered the hit on these requisitioners.
That's insane. Has he fallen to the ruinous powers?
It is a possibility, but I reserve judgment. Inquisitors sometimes need to use radical solutions for the sake of the Imperium. But it's true. It doesn't look good.
Your Space Marine is functional, Inquisitor, but barely.
Reporting for duty, Inquisitor.
That's absurd. For the time being, he needs constant medical supervision.
I'll talk to the Master Chirurgeon of the ship.
No, I'll stay on board. You evidently need a genius to work with your inferior equipment.
The Emperor's blessing be upon me. I must get out of here and fight.
What will be our next step?
The lone survivor of the requisitional expedition is the prisoner of the feral beasts. This tech priest is my only lead.
These deserters have managed to evade Imperial retribution for quite some time. How will we find them?
The beasts seem to have strong ties to a pirate clan in the system. I should pay these rascals a visit. Who knows? They might give up valuable information.
You can be very persuasive. I can vouch for that. We have analyzed the cogitated data you found. The beasts indeed rely on these pirates for weapon supplies and delivery runs.
Do we have anything to proceed with?
We do. We have the direct connection and a place of meeting, but we don't know the location of the gang's hideout.
Let us use some guile then. Contact the beasts in the name of these pirates and set up a meeting. Have the interrogation chamber prepared, Captain. I'd like to start questioning the captured beasts.
There's no need for that. A defector gave us everything without interrogation.
Have you verified the information?
Yes. We know the location of the beast's hideout, and we have confirmation about the captured tech priest.
Excellent. Assemble an infiltration team and send them in to extract the tech priest. I'll provide diversion by taking care of the main forces. I have found him, Captain, but it's too late. The tech priest seems beyond repair.
Switching. Language module. From Cant Mechanicus to Gothic. Apologies, Inquisitor. Proceed.
Thank the Emperor. I've come for you. I'll explain everything later. Now, let's get out of here. Captain, how is our new guest? I'd like to talk to him immediately.
The tech priest is being treated for injuries, although he doesn't seem to be concerned about the organic damage, as he puts it.
What of the remaining deserters?
Their leader, Colonel Anderson, has slipped away with a small force.
I must commend Lord Klosterheim for recruiting highly effective assets. This Anderson is indeed a resilient and cunning man. As I've already explained, I must find the Martyr, and I think you can help me.
Correct. I am a Grade 5 techno-archaeologist, researching relics tied to the Martyr, and an archivist of the unverified existence of Uther Tiberius.
Did you help Klosterheim find the Martyr?
We supplied the Inquisitor with the artifact allegedly crafted by Uther Tiberius, codename Uther's Tarot. It is a psychoactive set of cards. I can grant you access to my scriptorium subroutines for more information.
So, Klosterheim has this Uther's Tarot, which led him to the Martyr. How will this help me?
According to current research, Uther Tiberius gave sets of this tarot to his acolytes to enable communication through visions for the advancement of his grand plan.
And if I had another set of these mysterious artifacts, I could contact Klosterheim and find the Martyr, right?
Only one remaining set is known to exist. Location: Vault Zeta 11. Jurisdiction: Adeptus Mechanicus. Current status: complete lockdown. Reasons: classified. Location coordinates are being exloaded to your navigator as we speak.
I'm going to investigate the place. You stay on my ship until then.
Acknowledged. Triggering mind cleansing Psalms, Type 3.43. Standing by.
I'm in. Tech Priest, this might be a good time to tell me about the reason for this lockdown.
You are in an archaeotech vault. A trove of ancient technology, mostly classified as heretical in nature or deemed to be dangerous by the Adeptus Mechanicus.
Let me guess. Something exploded. Or broke free.
Cannot confirm. Still, I suggest extreme caution. Gate closed. Deactivate the lockdown mechanisms on the sentry pillars.
You mean these two mechanical columns?
Correct. Warning. Manual override will activate the alarm system. Second override sequence has been initiated. Lockdown terminated. Proceed to the gate.
A daemon host? What have you been up to here, Tech Priest?
According to the records, you located Subject 12 Kappa. Subject broke security protocol and annihilated 99.72% of personnel, thus initiating lockdown protocols.
You experimented with this? Are you insane? The creation of a daemon host condemns the host's soul to eternal torment.
Initiating empathy modulator. Attempt failed.
I have found Uther's tarot. Now what?
What you have in your possession is a special tool that Uther Tiberius designed for his grand project. Psychoactive cards that can allow communication through visions.
Like the Emperor's tarot.
Incorrect. Uther's tarot is quite different from the Emperor's tarot, both in symbolism and craftsmanship. But it is indeed a very potent tool.
You must talk me through it when I get back to the ship. Tech Priest, I have obtained Uther's tarot. Now, I want you to tell me how it works.
Research is still in progress. Insufficient data.
If a deck like this was good enough for Klosterheim, I should be able to use mine to find the Martyr.
Correct assumption. Uther's tarot is a psychoactive set of cards that needs a mental focus, to search for echoes in the warp related to the given focus.
Wait, if I concentrate on a specific idea, the tarot will guide me there?
Define guide. The cards might show you a vision of the past, the present, or a possible future. More research needed. But the short answer is yes.
I will need you to talk me through this again. Then I'm going to attempt to focus on the Martyr. Uther's tarot is showing me a vision of the Martyr. I'd been expecting a prophetic message, but what I see is a nightmare. The fever dreams of someone on that ship.
There are places in this universe where madness reigns. Dominions of evil, where the taint of the other world trickles through. The Martyr is one of these places, and fate has brought me to this haunted ship. The Martyr has been drifting in the warp for millennia. The wandering fortress monastery of Uther Tiberius has become an enigma I need to solve. I have sacrificed everything to find this ship. I've been hunting relentlessly for the Martyr since I pledged myself to this cause. Driven by my sacred oath, I've been roaming the Caligari sector for decades. I killed. I bargained. I made pacts and broke them, only to succeed where others have failed. And I'm still paying the price for my curiosity. I have lost so much. I have lost my mentor. I keep losing my allies. I've been stranded on a derelict filled with the filth of Nurgle and the failed experiments of Uther Tiberius. But I must prevail. Uther believed that the flesh was only a vessel. He thrusted his chosen ones into vile darkness and prayed to the God Emperor to turn them into holy weapons. He might have stumbled along the way, and it falls upon me to finish what he had begun. I believe that the Martyr holds the key to our salvation. There is something hidden on this ship that could change the future of the Imperium. I will cleanse this place with holy fire and righteous wrath. I will be transformed by pain and faith. I will find the secret of Uther Tiberius.
I know where the Martyr is.
Did those cards tell you that? Really?
You could say so. Uther's terror showed me a vision of the Martyr and a fellow Inquisitor on the ship, and it all came to me with a very clear sense of a location in the subsector.
We have arrived at the coordinates you provided. I don't know how you did it exactly, Inquisitor, but the Martyr is here. Uncanny. And speaking of uncanny, you also have a message from the Caligari Conclave.
We continue to be impressed by your progress, Inquisitor. You have located the Martyr. Your methods might be unconventional, but they are rather efficient. It's time to land on the Martyr again. I can't stress enough how important it is that you find Lord Klosterheim. Remember, we need him alive, at least for the time being. He must be a repository of valuable information on the legacy of other Tiberius. The Emperor protects,